Thursday. But anyway, yes, welcome to the latest edition of Happy Hour. We're here to party. Hashtag what day is it?
If you could punch anyone in the face right now, other than the person that you already did, who would it be?
My inner thighs are very sticky. I feel like half of this drink. That's and I don't think we'll ever go 5 hours again.
Oh, but you can't do with Laura and Parker? Okay.
I mean, we can.
He loves Albuquerque, New Mexico, guys. I don't know why.
Well, what did you want?
I wrote where I want to go.
Yeah, I like her.
Eventful, yeah. Neil Primac, upside down.
Great victory sip, babe.
Great victory sip, babe. We're just dancing back here. Welcome to Happy Hour. Cheers.
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 Hello.
Try to break into a stranger's apartment.
I'm sorry, what? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Hello. It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute since we've had a happy hour. And today it is between just us squirrel friends. I am Jillian.
And I spent 25 minutes in the store today looking for pumpkin puree. I'm Mollie Damon.
Welcome to Happy Hour. For what?
Alex wanted to make like a pumpkin spice syrup because he was going to make pumpkin spice old fashions.
Ooh.
For himself. But there was like no pumpkin in that entire store. Eventually we found it in the baking aisle though.
I was going to say that sounds like a baking aisle section.
But it's like you'd think it was with the rest of the canned vegetables. I don't know.
You would think. You would also think that olives would be with the canned vegetables, but they're not. They're usually with
the pickles.
Yeah, they're usually with the pickles. It's weird how they arrange grocery stores, really. Hi, Brian.
Are you more into pickles or olives?
Oh, olives. I do love pickles, though. I do love pickles. Like, I'm not like a don't put pickles on my burger kind of person. Like, I can literally just like get a pickle and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I love blue cheese stuffed olives.
I like blue cheese, not olives.
Blue cheese stuffed olives give me life.
Give me all of them.
The second we started this, my internet said, nah, not going to feel like it.
You've been fine.
Oh, it says it's so far have one measly bar.
Oh, there you go. Now you're getting a little
glitchy.
It's not like if you hadn't said anything, I probably wouldn't notice.
I just won't move. So it looks like I'm just still all the time.
How is everybody doing? All 18, 19 of you watching?
Hello. Welcome. Happy
Are we
fall.
ready? We ready? The spooky season has begun.
Oh, now you're getting robotic.
Oh my god. Please hold.
Now you're dying. That's fine. Okay, bye. Hello.
The drink that we've discovered and made tonight is very good. I haven't had any apple cider this year so far.
This is my first cider of the year. But Sean, I like how you text me and you were like, are you gonna tweak it at all? I'm like, no, we're gonna use this one. And literally when Sean got home and made it, he's like, nah, dog. We're tweaking this.
Mm-hmm.
But like he made like his own simple. He like added honey. He added like packets of apple cider on top of like the apple cider we already put in it. He added peach liqueur is in here. He added like apple flavor something. I don't know. It's very tasty. And I got a skull. I got a skull glass. Thanks, Target. Thanks, Target dollar bin.
I got just my little spooky hand holding my cup.
Oh, that's very tasty.
Yeah, so we've already kind of spookified our households. I've only put one outdoor decoration out so far, and it's just like the thing that we hang on our door.
See, all I have is a mat. I have a welcome mat that says "Come in for a spell." And one of my girlfriends came over the other day, and she hadn't been over in a little bit. She was walking up the stairs. I still have like my summer wreath out. And she was like, I was walking up, and at first I was like, am I at the right house? Because you didn't have a spooky wreath. And I'm like, I know, I'm failing. And she's like, right? But then I saw your mat, and I was like, okay, I'm at the right place. And I was like, I know, I'm terrible. I've got like this flower floral one out there, and I'm like, what am I doing? This weekend I'll fix it though.
Yeah, I think we'll have time maybe tomorrow to go put some outside stuff out because I've got like gravestones to go in the yard. I've got some like little spooky jack-o'-lantern ghosty looking things that go on. We had like 2 lights on either side of our garage door.
A 9-foot skeleton, perhaps.
No, I wish we had one of those.
You need the dragon too. That
Tony has the dragon.
Yeah,
Our friend Tony.
So fucking dope.
I want to get the skeleton one day. It's expensive though.
Well, yeah, because it's 9 goddamn feet. It's not gonna. They're not gonna be like, here's this 9-foot skeleton for $50. Like, no, it's gonna be like $100 a foot.
Isn't it like 12 feet? I think it's bigger than 9 feet.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I might be wrong. Maybe it is 12 feet.
That little cottage brewery that we took you guys to in Atlanta, they have one outside their building, and they did like an Oktoberfest thing there today. It might be there all weekend, but they had him dressed up in like lederhosen with a hat, and he was holding these giant like blow up beer steins.
Oh my God.
It was really cute. It's gonna be, if I got one, it would end up being like Grogu back here, and I would dress him up for every holiday.
Every season. You've heard about the lady that has the werewolf in her front yard, that she does that too, right? And her like neighbors are complaining.
No.
Oh yeah, she has this giant like 12-foot werewolf, and she dresses it up for every season, and her neighbors hate it.
Oh.
And I'm like, that is amazing though. That's brilliant.
If you're gonna have a decoration like that, like if you're gonna pay all that money, keep it up all year, dress it up for all the holidays.
Only keep it out for 2 months is dumb. Like, nah, keep that shit out like all of 2024.
Halloween decorations?
The 9 and or 12-foot skeleton. We haven't figured out how tall it is.
Well, all you have to do is buy a Jack Skellington, and then you can just leave them out from September to January.
Yeah, but that's not as fun.
Okay, then buy a spooky skeleton and then dress him up to pretend he's Jack Skellington.
That's what we were saying. You missed the entire discussion, Brian.
Was it Jack Skellington?
No, it was the 12-foot or 9-foot. We don't know. A skeleton you get from Home Depot, and you could decorate it for every season, just like Grogu.
Kevin says we have the coolest chalices for spooky hour, happy hour beverages. Thanks, Kevin.
Yay, thanks. Target dollar bin. Pa, pa, pa.
Hi, Sean. Hi, Sean.
They're not gold ones.
Andy says, I thought skeletons only had 2 feet.
But I'm bummed.
Yes, you can have that since Billy's not here.
Where is Billy with the puns? Come on.
Funny. That was funny, though. Clever. Clever. Brian, are you going to decorate for Halloween? Have you decorated at all?
No, because, I bought a pumpkin, but like,
Ooh.
And then I have the Trader Joe's cinnamon wands or whatever they're called, brooms.
Is that a snack?
No. So it's
that just like goes in your house?
No, so it's a bunch of sticks that they bundle like in the shape of a broom, and it's like just doused in cinnamon, like natural cinnamon.
Is it like a scented, like you just put it in your house so it smells like fall?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They make big ones and they make little small ones. So I have one in my house and then one in my car.
I used to get those, and Pippin would try to eat them.
They smell so nice. They must taste good.
Okay, I went down a rabbit hole the other day on TikTok of cats with catnip.
That's an interesting rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I found myself there, but all of a sudden I watched.
I'm like, you don't even have a cat.
No, I watched one video, and then the algorithm was like, "That's going to be what I'm going to throw at him today." Has Pippin ever been a catnip kitty?
Yeah, he likes it. Like if we give it to him, he'll kind of like rub around in it, and he doesn't like go crazy for it though.
Oh, I was hoping he'd like crack out. I love when the cats just lose their mind.
He does that sometimes. It's usually when he has the zoomies though.
Cats have
Aw.
zoomies?
Yeah. All animals get zoomies for the most part.
Oh.
His are like right after he eats or poops.
Get so excited. Get so
Poop.
excited for poops.
Poop zoomies.
Poop zoomies.
I get poop zoomies.
Oh my
You
God.
you do poop zoomies? You run around the house?
Yeah. I feel great afterwards.
That was
I
I
can
did
zoom
it.
around the house.
Look how light I am.
Look how light I am.
My pants fit better. Yay.
Oh my God.
Is that not what everybody else does? I just
No.
assumed.
I
No.
don't know.
I just go back down and lay on the couch.
Game.
Hi, Scotty.
Hello.
Happy Friday.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's y'all's Fridays been so far?
I did jack shit at work today. It was great. I worked from home today. I watched the season 2 of the Murdoch trials, the Murdoch documentary.
What'd you think?
Well, I knew what happened because I kept up with the case and everything, but it was
She
interesting to
helped
like
solve the crime.
I was the one who figured it out. I was there. But it was interesting to like see everything. I'm still like very convinced that the other son is involved in it though. And like they didn't touch base on it, but I'm like very convinced the other son is involved somehow.
That's interesting because I never thought about that, but
Oh yeah.
he was like barely in that documentary.
Well, because he like allegedly kill a guy? Wasn't it him who like ran over somebody?
The boat accident?
No, not the boat accident. The one where he ran
Oh.
over somebody on like the road, and they said it was like, oh no, it was a hit and run, but like that was part of the first documentary about the kid. And people thought he was gay, and it was like a hate. They were calling it like a hate crime, possibly, and like.
Oh.
I love using that as an excuse for everything.
But like, I think I do think the other son was involved in the murders somehow.
Mm. I also knew kind of what the outcome would be, but it was like so satisfying to watch like what was going on in court, and just it was just satisfying to see the end of the documentary and how like when they played that phone call where you can hear his voice in the background.
And that was like it. Like that was really
it.
all they had.
Everybody was like,
oh damn. Yeah.
Got you.
Because he would have had to, because it was literally like 2 or 3 minutes before they were murdered. And he's like, you would have literally had to like, yeah. They're like, nah, dog. Bye, bitch.
Love a good murder doc.
Yes, I did. My sister watched today. She texted me. She said, so I watched Shiny Happy People. That was nuts. And I was like, oh yeah, that's crazy. And then she was, because like I'm the one who suggests like stuff for her to watch. She's like, what other documentaries should I watch? And I was like, do you have HBO? She's like, yeah. I was like, The Vow, girlfriend. You got it. She was like, what? She's like, what's that? And I'm like, it's a cult documentary. I'm like, watch it. It's wild. There's 2 seasons. It's great. And she was texting me and she was like she had the same thoughts I did with the first episode. She's like, oh my God, I totally see how people got sucked into this. Like they were like legit, like doing really great things for like therapy and like psychologically and like self-help. And I'm like, if it literally didn't cost thousands of dollars to like go to one of their programs, I would have probably signed up for like one of their programs. Like,
I don't know if that would have been my thing ever, or if I ever would have tried something like that.
I don't know if I would, but like, I was like, I totally understand how people got into it.
I've always wanted to like test drive a cult, but then it's like you can't really do that.
You can't really test drive a cult because they
like
usually
Scientology.
brainwashed.
Like I've always just been like, I want to go in the building, see what happens, but then I'm afraid they're gonna follow me for the rest of my life. So it's like,
yeah, they will. Yeah.
If it's especially if it's Scientology, they might think you're a spy and arrest you or lock you in a room or something.
Yeah, because they have one in Sacramento, one of their hubs.
We
It's
did
right next to the Kings Arena.
There's a big one here.
There's a bunch in LA. Well, I was visiting one of my girlfriends in Colorado, and we were going to a Rockies game, and there was like no parking, except like there was one parking lot, like literally like 100 feet away from like the stadium, and we're like, oh my God! But then we realized it was a Scientology parking lot, but it was like that was all all we really had. So like we like kind of drove up and they're like, well, we can't charge you for parking because we're like an organization, but we can charge you a book and you can park on our lot. So we like spent $10 and they gave us like a Scientology book, and then we parked in their lot and we went back home and burned the book.
Free kindling.
Yeah. Free fireplace, yay. We're like, oh my god, we were so scared, but we were like, sorry, you're in a cult.
I have driven by their building probably hundreds of times at this point, and only one time have I ever seen one person in that building.
I know, I see people, I see
nothing.
employees outside of ours all the time trying to recruit people. And I
Literally.
always go, where's Shelly Miscavige though? Where's she at?
Yeah.
Where's she at though?
She did.
She did. Oh, she totally did. Oh, she dead. Yeah, no. She dead.
Time.
Big time dead. DEAD. In the ground, or maybe in his basement somewhere. Who knows?
Or with Carol Baskin's husband.
With Carol, they're on a retreat. Carol Baskin's husband.
Where did he go? Cuba? No.
He is on the bottom of the ocean, I bet.
Cuba.
Costa Rica. I think that's where he went.
One of those. Didn't they find him?
Yeah, they said he some random was like, yeah, we found him. But he doesn't want anyone to hear or see him or know where he's at.
Because he doesn't want to deal with his crazy ex-wife.
Is he in a coma?
It's just someone being like, okay, now tell them he's alive.
Oh.
Mm,
Boring.
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, I finished conference week, so that's nice.
Yay, now you have a week off, bitch.
Thank God.
Must be nice.
It's
Take
the
that week
worst.
off.
I will.
What are you gonna do?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, that
I'm
sounds
gonna
horrible.
read, play video games, sleep, eat.
So you're saying we're gonna get a lot of spooky streams next week?
Maybe if I have my freaking computer, because
Also, by the way, I do want to apologize to people in the chat. We did say we were going to play Phasmophobia on Wednesday, but somebody has a Mac and not a PC.
Well,
so we
I'm
couldn't
basically
play.
using my dinosaur desktop now because I had to bring my laptop to get fixed, and it's not going to be back till next week. Look at it; it's huge.
Ooh.
I had to
that's a big
transport
boy.
that. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't have seen me for like at least a week.
Ooh.
So yeah, so that's not fun.
Ew.
And then
Why
I
you got
have,
a week off?
yeah, that's nice.
That's
And I have to
lovely.
go play sports ball with the Straights tonight. So
You have to, or you're choosing to?
this time actually more have to, because if I don't show up, we don't have enough people to play.
Oh.
Also,
You
you
have
have
your
to bring all
case of
that beer.
Yeah. Do you have your
I
beer?
do have to get beer. I keep forgetting. I do have
Oh,
to get beer.
You gotta go get beer.
I bought new cleats though, because it's like
Oh.
I'm gonna. I already decided. Have you seen that Reno 911 clip where he says, "I got new boots," and like
Yeah.
just like thing? I'm gonna do that when I get things. Guys, look! I got new boots.
Look at my
And it's
boots.
like- and they're just gonna be like, "Go home.
Go home.
Go home.
We'll be fine with that."
Leave the beer. Go home.
Leave.
Yeah,
Go.
they're just gonna be like, "Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna say." Leave
Yeah.
here over there and skedaddle on home.
Hmm.
Yeah. So.
Brian, you'd like this, the thing Sean made.
Oh, I'm
You
sure.
probably
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
like the original recipe because it's kind of old fashioned.
What's in that?
It's actually not too bad. It's like really sweet. It's got apple
Sean
cider.
was like, this is not sweet enough.
Oh yeah. You guys changed yours up a little bit. What
we
did
changed
you
ours.
add?
I lost track of what he added. So at first it was simple syrup that he added, and then he was like, nah. And then he was like, I'm gonna go get the Jill juice. I'm like, what's Jill juice? Which apparently is peach liqueur, because I'm the only one who drinks it in this household, apparently. So he added that, and then he made his own simple, and then he added like ground cinnamon into it and like other stuff. He's like, I'm basically making a tiki drink at this point. And I'm like, that's fine. Does it taste good? And does it taste like cider? And he was like, yes. I'm like, great.
I mean, that sounds good.
So
Sean, in your chat that says I'm a Mac guy, my brain immediately said I'm a mask guy, like masculine, like because that's a gay term. And I was like, good for you. And I was like,
proud of you.
yeah.
You're like, you don't have to announce it to
Yeah.
everybody, but go for it.
And then it like after like 3 minutes, I like went back and it was like, oh, it's a Mac guy. Okay.
Wait
Yeah,
a
me
second.
too.
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
no.
Kevin asks if we have any scary shows or movies on our watch list. We talked about
Ooh.
this a little bit on the last show,
Yeah.
but I know me and Brian are patiently or impatiently waiting for The House of Usher to come out.
Ugh,
Is
yeah.
that a
You are not allowed to speak of this because you haven't watched the other 3.
is that like the Hill House series?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the new Flanagan show.
Okay, I'll watch those, but I have a couple on my watch list. I have Black Phone I've never seen, and I wanted to see that. That is on my watch list.
That's a good
I
one.
want to see the new Saw because the new Saw right now, Saw X has an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics, which
I
the
have heard it
original,
is
the original,
good.
which is the best, only got a 60 from critics, and this one got 82, and I'm like, oh damn. So like, I'm very curious for how good it is. I'm hoping that the story is good because that's what made the first and second one amazing, is because the story was actually great, and then it kind of became torture porn as like the later series went on.
I might watch that one when it comes out on streaming because the
I'll watch
reviews
it.
have been really good.
I would, yeah. I'm sure it'll be on Tony TV at some point. So I'm sure it'll be on there. And then what was the one that you watched the other day that was on Tony TV that I want to watch?
Talk to Me.
Talk to Me. I want to see that.
That one was crazy intense.
I love that though. And then I want to a more campy. I was really into the Chucky series. I think I watched the first 2 seasons, and there's a new season that came out, and I need to catch up on that because Chucky is such good fun horror camp. Like, it is prime horror camp, and I love it. All the movies are great. The series is really good, so I need to catch up on that.
Mollie, you clearly didn't
Tim.
read it.
Happy spoopy season.
Spoopies.
I like spoopy.
Every season is spoopy season for me. Take that however you want to.
Get drunk
It's
enough, and it's
always-
definitely a
I mean,
spoopy
that's why
season.
I always have my witch. That's me. That's a little me right there. And then my Sanderson's up all day, all year long, because it's always spooky season in my heart. Always and forever.
I don't know
Although
what
I'm not
else-
doing a lot of spooky stuff this year.
I think we talked about rewatching Midnight Mass, which is another Flanagan show. That one is one that Alex really, really likes. But other than that, it's just movies that we're trying to watch. Like, I want to watch some more of the Halloween movies. I want to watch the Friday the 13th movies this
Mhm.
year.
The I want to watch Tusk. Tusk is on my list.
No.
I want to watch Tusk. Sean, I think I convinced Sean to watch that with me because it's a Kevin Smith film.
That's
So
a big no for
I
me.
want to watch that.
That one looks interesting.
That one looks psychologically scarring. I heard it's like super disturbing as fuck. And I'm like, I'm in. Sign me up.
The
it a
deepest I
shot.
will probably be stepping into spooky will be the Saw movie, or not Saw, Jesus Christ.
I was like, you're gonna watch
That was
Saw?
like-
No, the Scream movie that came out this year that I still haven't watched.
Watch the first Brian, if you can watch Scream, you can do the first Saw. The first Saw is not bad.
Yeah, the first Saw is not even that gross
No.
until maybe a certain point, but like most of the movie, you could call
The
it more
first
of
Saw
a
is- it's
psychological thriller.
The first one.
I'll probably rewatch Ready or Not.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's so good.
That's
I
so
love that
good.
movie.
That's so good.
Mm.
I need to watch some more I have a list of found footage movies that I want to watch. Because those are I have like a soft spot for found footage films. Those are my
Mhm.
favorite.
I do too.
Love them.
That's why I liked that Butterfly Kisses movie so much, because it was like a documentary within another documentary.
Yeah. That was, and it wasn't like you jumped though. There was a point where you did jump. I didn't think it was that scary. It was more like unnerving. It was like kind of creepy. It was a
Mhm.
fun one though. I like that one.
Blair Witch is a good one, Sean. I haven't seen that one in years. I need to rewatch that.
The original Blair Witch is fine, but it's the first one, so like it's it's like iconic. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. is one of those OG horror films that aged so well because it is still absolutely just creepy and disturbing as fuck.
It's crazy too. Like when you hear stories about filming it back
Mhm.
then, like it was wild that they got away with so much stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
The big.
Maybe I'll watch I was gonna watch all of Love Is Blind when we were done tonight, but maybe I'll watch a spooky movie.
Speaking of Love
watch
is Blind,
Speaking of Love Is Blind, is Alex gonna hop on?
let me text him and see if he wants to give us
For
his thoughts.
So I have been going back and forth whether or not I should waste my money and buy these electric salt and pepper grinders that look like lightsabers. And then you see the
Cute.
price, and that's why I'm like,
I wouldn't.
I was like, I literally think I use Dollar Tree ones.
That's a Christmas gift ask. It's almost Christmas. Put that on your Christmas
Yeah, but
list.
see, I'd be like, oh, you got me. Salt.
Hey, my dad got me R2D2 and like R2D2 salt and pepper shakers, and we use them all the time. Except when people come over, we're like, we can't use them.
Look at this one. It's a blender.
Okay,
Immersion
that's
blender.
actually cute.
That one's actually pretty clever.
I
I'll
like
give
that better
one.
than the salt and pepper. That one I actually like.
My
Because like
Amazon-
that one you don't like use in front of guests. That one you just kind of
That's just for you.
I love
that's
that now.
a
My
you- that's a you
Amazon is
purchase.
pretty much consistent of Star Wars cooking appliances because I looked at one thing.
Listen,
Like this was pretty just funny.
the toaster. That's a large toaster.
It was a very
That is
large
huge.
toaster.
That would take up so much room.
That's a
They got some
large
good stuff on
toaster.
here.
Add it to your
Ooh,
Christmas
I
list.
like the Death Star popcorn maker.
What does that look like?
This.
But see, I like microwave popcorn so much. Like, I don't need like. Oh, that's cute though.
Nothing like a classic movie night with popcorn maker and stuff. Oh,
Andrew,
you know what?
Andrew, I've heard the Vivitch, as I like to call it.
Oh, I've seen that.
I've heard the Vivitch.
Mm,
Great.
it's okay. I thought it was like fine.
Brian,
So-
you should watch. What's the spelunking one? The one where they go in the
The
cave?
Descent.
The Descent. Fuck that movie.
I
I was more claustrophobic than scared with that movie. Ugh.
You know who
this-
loves that movie? Alex loves The
I
Descent.
love that movie. It's a great movie.
Hi, Alex.
Hey.
Hello.
Tell us more spooky movies that you love, so I can add it to my list.
What's on our
Oh.
watch list this year?
Well, Talk to Me was, but we watched that already.
That's on my list.
Oh, Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
wanna
on
see
my
that
list too. I need to watch the other ones. I've seen the original, but
Alex, did you get the Bougie Mac headphones?
The-
Or those generic?
No, they're Mandalorian
Oh.
headphones.
Oh, damn. So fancy.
You would never be able to tell if they were the Bougie Mac ones or not.
Love those.
They look just
Unless
like
you
it.
see them from the side.
So cute.
Just go around
All right.
and say that.
Please,
Has
I'm gonna
stuff.
go refill my glass while Alex has popped in, and then I'll be like literally 2 seconds.
So my high school is doing homecoming tonight, and for those that don't know, my high school, I could literally look out my window and see it, and it's just chaos right now in the street.
Mm,
They even do a parade around, like this.
Why don't you go out and yell at them? Tell them to keep it down.
That's my mom's shop. It's her house. Like, yeah, keep it down, kids.
youngsters.
With my luck, they'll steal my catalytic converter if I do that or something. So
I don't think kids today know how to take that out or what it looks
they
like.
have auto shop, so
Really?
Mhm.
I guess you guys live like out in kind of the country area of California, don't you? Or is that just Jake?
No, that's just Jake, and
Oh.
I mean, he lives in well, now he's in Roseville, but yeah, no. In Sacramento. I live in Midtown.
Oh, okay.
In my mom's, it's like suburban Bay Area. Yeah. Here you go.
Are we
So
talking about?
Alex,
Thank you. Oh, thanks. I was about to do that.
we talked a lot about Love Is Blind on our main show on Monday, and it felt wrong to not get your thoughts, your brief
Mhm.
thoughts on
I
the
need to
season so
know.
far. How first of all, what is it that brought you into Love Is Blind other than
Me.
me
Oh,
Other than being
and them?
left out.
I mean, I think they got you into it, and then I would like walk in and out and kind of roll my eyes as you were watching season 1 and be like, this show sounds so dumb. And then you were like, just give season 2 a try. I think you said something like everything I said about my criticisms of what the show might be, you were like, you're not wrong, but still just watch
you're
it.
correct, but
And yeah, like very quickly we were just drinking wine and yelling at the TV about these people and their decisions.
you
And it
can't
was a
watch
lot
that
of fun.
show without drinking.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun to do that. So then we watched seasons 2, 3, and 4 together, then went back and watched 1. And then we watched like all the After the Altar episodes for
Mhm.
each season.
I
So
still
we
haven't
got,
seen that this past season's After the Altar. I need to
Mm,
watch that.
it's
it
pretty
was good.
I need to watch it.
But this
But-
season is kind of interesting so far.
I think this
It's
season's a dumpster
messy.
fire.
It's
Yeah.
messy.
I'm not into it yet, mostly
Me
because
neither.
every other season, I mean, like I'm enjoying still yelling at the TV and stuff, but
Yes, of
every
course.
other season has had a couple you can definitely root for and be
Mhm.
like, you two are going to make it. I believe in you. And no one has done that in season 5 yet. They're
No.
all insane.
I'm like 40 minutes into the 5th episode, and I'm kind of starting to lean towards 1 doing that.
Okay.
Okay. But like
That's good to know.
it took until they were into like their vacation to do that, because like the past couple seasons it was like Tiffany and what's his name and like Lauren and Cameron and like
Mhm.
you know, like there would be that one couple where you're like,
Mhm.
oh my god, I would die for them before they even exited the pods. And this one it's like
Yeah.
Now I can't remember his name, but the engineer that also likes rocks that's into
Milton.
Lydia.
oh,
Milton.
Milton. I love Milton.
but Milton needs to be protected at all costs. So
Mhm.
though our last live show, someone said that he's like an anti-woke person, and I'm like, oh god, no,
Oh.
don't tell me that.
Have we
Yikes.
found that out? Did people immediately like go on his Instagram?
So my first thought for all these people was, I want to know where JP was on January.
There's he came
Oh,
out
yeah.
and said that he was at home, and he like did a like TikTok about it.
Oh, he was like, I wasn't there.
Some
Hey.
girl literally like did a TikTok, and then I guess like he was like, I was at home. I don't do anything but stay at home.
But
and go
did
to
you
work."
want to be there, JP?
That
Did
man
you
has
want
too
to
many
be there?
American flag clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
I would know I was driving yesterday. I was behind a truck that had like a big American flag wrap on the back of his truck and like a flag on the thing and like a flag sticker. And I was like, is that JP in front of me?
Sir, hello. Are you still together with what's her name? See, like I don't even remember people's names. Like that's
Alex,
how
is
like
it-
unmemorable everybody is this season, except for
Is-
Izzy, because everyone loved him for some reason, which I don't
Oh
understand.
no, Izzy.
I don't
is-
get it.
Hmm.
He's not done anything that I can recall that's awful. But I'm also just like,
No, he's like basic. Like there's like I don't
Mhm.
know. He like Sean, because Sean walked in and he there was this point where Izzy was like, he said something like, you know, I'm very compassionate. I think about others before myself. And he's like, if you have to tell that to somebody, that's probably not something that you actually do.
Yeah.
And like I was like, he seems very like, I don't know. I don't know why like 9 million girls were like, oh my god, Izzy. I don't understand. I don't get it.
the fact that Milton ended up with Lydia, though, that is like such a
Lydia's
train
just
wreck
trying to
waiting
get to
happen.
Oosh. Lydia's just trying to get back with Oosh. Everybody knows.
that was crazy. All of that.
Right.
Which I have to. Most of the yelling that I do is at the producers because I know that they're just like manufacturing all this stuff, and I'm sure that they had all of these applicants for the season, and they were doing background check, like social media checks, and they were like, "We have to that used to date, get him in."
Get him on there.
Like, I think that probably was intentional on the producer's part. I think it was a surprise to Lydia and Uche.
Yeah, me too. But because first I was like, oh, Lydia seems great. But then after like everything, I was like, she completely lied to Aaliyah, who she was like besties with. And she like knew that she was talking to her ex. It's just very fish. It's very sus. I don't like it.
It's all very sus.
It's very sus.
On JP's Instagram, there's like maybe it can go maybe like 2 max without having some type of American flag post.
And like I understand
Oof.
being patriotic, but like there's a limit.
I honestly
Well, I
like
showed you
anyone
guys
that's
this
still.
last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where he got it like sunburned into his back.
Oh my
Let
god.
me put-
Yeah, that's too much, I would say. I would
For
It's a
argue.
little too much.
Everyone in the chat who is saying they have never seen any of this, I implore you to grab a whiskey,
Give it
grab
a shot.
glass of wine, sit down, and
Watch season
all
2
this wine.
first. Like
Season
one
one
is
is great. You get
That's
Lauren
fun.
and Cameron. You get the gorgeous Lauren and Cameron.
That's true. I'd start from 1 or 2, whichever one looks more interesting. But
I would say start early because at this point, people know what the show is.
Season
And,
3
you know,
is great.
You've got
Season
some
3 is the
people
best.
who were joining the show just to be sloppy and
Mhm.
Instagram
Is-
famous.
is season 3 the one with Giannina?
No, that's
Or-
season 1.
Season 1?
Giannina's season 1.
Mollie-
Season 2.
I'm getting them all
Season
mixed up.
2
in my
Yeah,
head.
is-
they all run together.
Season 3 is Deep D, Shake,
That one.
Gary
Shake,
Busey,
yeah.
Gary Busey,
Shane.
Shane. Yeah,
Shane.
that's season 3.
Oh my god.
Shame.
I think that
I
was
missed
fun.
that dude.
Yeah. Well,
I don't.
He was such a mess.
You can go find him coked out on OnlyFans.
I had to unfollow his Instagram. It was like uncomfortable at a certain point. Like,
How many of these
like-
people do you follow on Instagram?
Listen, the good ones. I follow Lauren and Cameron. I follow Zach and Bliss. I
Yeah.
follow. Don't you dare.
Nah, that man's a serial killer.
No, I love Zach. Oh, don't. I love Zach. I fucking love Zach. He's precious.
Anyone that's gonna
comments.
propose to what's her face? No. Over Bliss.
Listen. He was dumb. He was
Mm-mm.
stupid. I
Mm-mm.
agree.
He sings
I
too
also
much.
I follow Chelsea.
Oh
and
my
her
God.
fiance. Oh my. He sings too.
Is that the one that also had to have the Leanne Womack song?
Yeah,
that we
I
wrote?
hope you
Yeah,
dance.
okay, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I want to know how much they paid to get that song.
It wasn't even her.
It was a
like-
cover,
It was a cover.
which fair.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I mean,
they
they
still
probably
got
played it.
The
copyrighted.
fact that they got a known song at all. is
Yeah,
impressive.
right. That's what I'm like.
They probably
yeah,
played
we-
the actual song and then just dubbed the cover over on the
Yeah, I'm
show.
sure.
We always get a kick out of the music that plays too. It's kind of
Always.
similar to the music that they play in Queer Eye, where it's just like these really like
Generic.
upbeat motivational songs that sound kind of like popular songs but different.
I
It's
forget
really-
when Trixie and Katya called it something like diet pop or something.
Yeah.
Diet pop.
It's
That
literally
sounds about
just
right.
like the free music you find to put in your YouTube video.
Yeah, oh,
or some
100%.
Random like
Mhm.
you're like, how I need upbeat music, and you just
Yeah.
type upbeat free music. It's
Yep.
just that's what comes up.
They don't want to pay a royalty unless it's
Yeah.
Leanne Womack cover. Apparently,
Good for her.
Maybe that was in his contract. Like, if I get married,
If-
I have to have
We're
this
playing. You're
song.
playing. I hope you dance.
They were
This is
probably
a-
like, oh yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised
Sure.
he didn't sing it.
Oh,
Oh my god.
We would have been there for hours. He sings for hours, apparently.
Proposal song.
I
Well-
love him. I don't care. I love him. I think he's great.
I'm excited to get into the rest of season 5. They're dropping them in like increments now. So today, the next however many episodes came out.
3.
Oh no, 5 through 7.
That's 3.
Yeah. And then
5, 6,
We'll get-
7.
And then
8, 9, and 10.
No, I
or
think it's
8 and
just
9.
8 and 9. And then
Okay.
10 is Yeah.
So I'm sure we'll keep you all updated on our Love is Blind hot takes
That's
But-
pretty much the only thing we care about in life right now.
That's it. Who cares
Bake
about a
Off.
wedding?
Bake Off came back today,
Yeah.
which we also haven't
There
started
was-
yet, but
There was a TikTok I saw that I was gonna send
Beaver?
to you.
the
The
beaver one.
We saw it. That's how I found out it was back.
Tell us about your beaver. She just goes.
Her beaver was great. It was just dry as a bone.
Yeah.
I love how Paul's his name, right? He just
Yeah.
like
He was like-
loses it. He just goes.
Well, hearing Prue say those
And
things.
Prue is just like, oh my god, because it took Prue like a second. Like as soon as she said it, she was like, oh fuck.
The last line of that TikTok is her just going, "Stop this." I love it.
Stop this. Stop being
so
children.
good. It's so it's because it's funny because it's Prue, the
Mhm.
sweet old English lady who's just so happy to bake you a biscuit, and she's like, "Tell us about your beaver."
But she loves a bunch of booze in her cakes, and
She does. She's a.
She loves-
I can imagine she gets like real rowdy after a glass of wine.
yeah.
I want to. See
I would
her at
love
the
to
after
hang
Oh,
party.
out with her anytime.
Thanksies.
She's welcome on happy hour anytime.
Prue, if you're out
Mm.
there watching, we'll bake
We
you a
could-
cake.
We could try to bake and drink while we bake. Okay, Alex, we'll let you go. Thank you for your insights on Love is Blind. Do you have any parting words for this fall edition of Happy Hour?
Oh, I don't know. I was just hoping that one of the couples comes out like as someone to root for. They all kind of suck so far,
Yeah.
and now apparently even Milton sucks. So,
I was so disappointed. I was like, God
The
damn it.
fact that they could only get 3 engagements out of this one.
That's it. There's usually like 5.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
No.
some of them
Gross.
have to fall apart. Maybe just one of them's going to make it this year. But there,
Well, we'll
my
see what
parting
happens.
words
Wow.
are those of despair, not hope.
that's
Okay,
looking
have
like
fun
an
playing
0-3.
games.
Bye.
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 What games is he gonna play?
I don't know. He said he found like a new do you guys know what gang beasts are?
Mm-mm.
The it's just like a silly game that they play, but he said he found a game similar to that. So
Oh,
I'm sure he's just waiting on them to stop playing whatever they're playing that isn't as fun.
and I was gonna say, oh, I bet Sean's gonna join, and then I forgot that he literally has all of his D&D friends in the next room.
Party animals, that's what they're playing.
Party animals.
Hmm.
Also, I apologize if you hear shouting from the next room. They're playing.
Wow, it sounds like some nerdy shit's going on there.
They're doing nerdy shit in the game room across the hall.
Fair
I'm
enough.
I pulled up these are like very Instagram or Pinteresty, but I pulled
That's
up
fine.
some fall
Ooh,
this or that questions.
send them my way.
I'm just gonna say them out loud and you guys can
Do it.
pick. Pumpkin spice latte or hot apple cider?
Hot apple cider.
I don't
The
like that.
the apple crisp macchiato at Starbucks. I've already gotten 2 people to convert. Zach
I mean, I don't like
Zach
coffee.
Burkett and
so-
my other friend have already converted. They're like, you're onto something here. The apple crisp macchiato at Starbucks is 9 million times better than the pumpkin spice.
Apple stuff gets like a little too sweet for me after a while though.
I agree, but I just don't like coffee. So it's like an instant.
Mm,
Well, that doesn't taste like coffee. It tastes like apple.
No, the pumpkin spice latte.
Oh,
Yeah,
then try the apple crisp.
I know. That's why I picked that one because it's like there's not.
I'm gonna go pumpkin spice because I am a
Apple cider.
pumpkin spice whore for life.
If it was like pumpkin spice, something else, I would probably pick that too.
I will say though, the
Uh,
pumpkin juice at Harry Potter Land at Universal, delicious.
Ooh.
Better than the better than the butterbeer in my opinion.
I'm not sure I know the difference between these caramel apples or candy apples.
Caramel apples are with caramel. Candy apples are like the red sugar coating around it.
Oh, caramel.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had a candy apple then.
Caramel for me.
I don't think
caramel.
I've had candy.
Pumpkin pie or pecan pie?
Pumpkin.
I've never had pecan pie.
I don't like nuts.
Oh,
Although I do love pecans, so I have a feeling I would like that. But by default, I will pick.
Like I like peanuts, like salted peanuts, but
I
like
love
I don't like nuts on things. So like I don't like nuts on my ice cream. I don't like nuts in pie. No,
on my
No,
face. None of that.
on your on your face. Listen, I mean,
Don't knock it till you try it, Brian.
listen.
Didn't say I have it.
That's true. I'm gonna go pecan pie just because like I like a little crunch. If the pumpkin pie has
You're from
like,
the South. We get it.
You're from the South. I will say though,
I
I
love
only like
any
pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, the ratio has to be like 2/3 Cool Whip, 1/3 pumpkin pie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thanksgiving turkey or baked ham?
Ooh, turkey.
Ham. I hate turkey.
Turkey.
I'm going ham too.
Turkey all day.
I can make
all
a good turkey. I spent like years perfecting how to cook a Thanksgiving turkey, but still, ham just tastes better to me.
Nah, turkey all
Same.
day. Turkey all day. Sean also doesn't like turkey. He's
Nice
team
honey ham.
But I do like turkey in a sandwich. So a lot of times I'll make a turkey and we'll get like a quarter ham or something.
Well,
so
Molly,
we'll have
next
both.
time you're here and we go to Disneyland or when we do our Walt Disney World road trip, we will go to Earl of Sandwich and we will have their Thanksgiving sandwich.
I don't know what that is, but I want it.
It's so good. It's literally the greatest sandwich of mine. It's so good. It has like turkey and cranberry sauce and like gravy. It's like literally Thanksgiving in a sandwich. It's so goddamn good.
Wait, Gio, you hate Cool Whip?
Who hates Cool Whip? How dare?
I'm shook. I didn't think anyone
I will
hated
eat
Cool-
frozen Cool Whip literally.
I was
hours
just
from
about
now.
to say
Me
when
too.
I was actively looking for like cheats for my diet, which is non-existent
Cool
now.
Whip.
That was one of it.
The
Yeah.
light Cool Whip is like if you
Light
want
Cool
something
Whip that's
sweet, get like a
frozen.
scoop of light Cool Whip. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, they froze. No, but they froze it to make it like
Frozen.
ice
Oh yeah, frozen light
Yeah.
Cool Whip is so good.
Ooh, okay. This one is loaded potato soup or chili and cornbread.
Ooh, loaded potato soup.
Ooh.
That's one of my favorite soups to make is loaded potato soup.
I would go with chili and cornbread.
I'm gonna cheat and say loaded potato soup with cornbread
Ooh.
because Southern cornbread it's hard to beat
I'm hit
with
or,
anything.
I'm hit
I
or
don't know.
miss. with
Trader Joe's
cornbread.
makes me and cornbread.
I'm hit or miss with cornbread.
Ugh. Blech. I can't really say anything. I've never made my own cornbread. My mother makes cornbread that I eat.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Apple cider donuts or pumpkin bread?
Oh.
Ripped my arms off.
Okay, that one's tough.
Apple cider donuts or
I've had
pumpkin
so
bread?
much of both in the last couple weeks.
I'm just gonna say apple cider donuts because the best donuts I've ever had in my entire life was from my little shack that was literally smaller than my bedroom in Alaska, and they made them fresh to order, and they were about this big. And I had apple cider donuts from them. And it was the best donuts I've ever had in my entire life. So because of that instance, I'm gonna go apple cider donut. But pumpkin bread is fucking delicious.
I might go with pumpkin bread. But
I'm gonna
I always
go-
pick a donut.
I'm gonna go apple cider donuts because I used to have family that lived in LJ, Georgia, and every year they do a big apple festival there because it's like apple season is crazy for them. And I had literally like the best apple cider donuts I've ever had when I was there. Like they put me in a coma.
Yeah. They have that up a little bit up north of
I
Sacramento.
can't wait for all the southern festivals to go to because there's so many.
It's a lot of fried food.
Hey, listen, you know what? I'm not mad about it.
I had a fried Snickers bar.
The first time I had a fried Oreo was at a strawberry festival in Louisiana.
Mm,
So good.
yum. Okay, cinnamon rolls or snickerdoodles?
Cinnamon rolls, 100%.
Oh, snickerdoodles.
Cinnamon rolls are the best.
Snickerdoodles.
I think cinnamon rolls for me. It's been a long time since I've had a snickerdoodle.
Love snickerdoodles.
I forget what are those shortbread?
They're cookies.
Cookies?
No,
It's a cookie with cinnamon and sugar in it, and that's about it.
yeah. It's basically
Okay.
a cinnamon sugar cookie.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate or hot toddy?
Mm. Mm.
Those are in very different categories.
Those are very different.
One has a large amount of booze, and the other one has none.
If
Then
I
it
had
doesn't have to have a large amount.
shockingly, if I had to pick one, I would do hot chocolate.
Me too.
I do love a good hot toddy though.
Depends on if I'm counting calories or not. I don't know.
If I'm trying to be cozy though, I'm gonna do a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
A hot toddy is
chocolate.
like hot toddy's like I'm at our local British pub and it's cold outside. And I'll
Yeah,
be like, give
it's-
me a hot toddy.
It's very rare that I actually will drink a hot toddy ever,
Yeah.
unless I'm kind of sick but still want to drink. So I'm like,
Yeah.
whiskey will help.
Yay! That fixes everyone's problems.
What are your guys' like go-to hot chocolate recipes or like ways to make hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate and water.
You boil water and you put a hot chocolate packet in it.
Yeah.
Water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta use milk.
I mean, lately I have
I
been
use
using
toilet
milk.
the rest of the day.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I have been using
Use almond
more
milk.
frequently.
That's fair.
But
Or
if I
like
want it quick,
oat milk. I think maybe oat milk would
I love oat
do
milk.
better.
I do
for-
love oat milk.
I love oat milk.
The thing with because
Yeah.
the water is easy because I just put it in my electric kettle and it heats like that. If I do the milk, I have to like put it on like in a pot and I have to like use the stove and it's like time consuming.
It just tastes like watery chocolate though if you make it with
Well, that's why you
water.
put marshmallows in it and then it's all better and then it's okay.
I was never a marshmallow hot chocolate person.
Oh no,
I don't
that's
know.
unfortunate. Who loves that?
Okay, last one on this list is beef stew or butternut squash soup.
Beef stew.
I'm doing butternut squash.
Beef
I
stew.
love a butternut squash soup.
Beef stew
Pass.
for you.
You would
Maybe.
like beef stew.
What's wrong with beef stew? Is
Maybe
because there's
beef
vegetables
stew.
in it.
Yeah, but I could pick around it in a stew, so I'll go with that one.
I could pick
Oh,
on
yeah,
look at
that
my-
in a stew.
Look at my sister's dog passed out, and it's like got its little teeth showing.
Oh, front bottom teeth.
No toofs. No toofs.
Okay, I found some more.
Throw 'em my way.
Oh, okay. This was a different pie one. Apple pie or pumpkin pie?
Apple.
I'd go apple too.
Okay, there's
I don't need 2/3 of Cool Whip to eat an apple pie.
if it's like the apple crumble, like the crumbly top,
Ooh, I do like an apple crumble
yes,
pie.
that one. If it's just that, like,
I do like the lattice, the lattice, the
I don't know what
lattice,
it's
the
called,
lattice,
where it's
the
just
lattice
like-
crust.
Yeah.
where you can see
like a
it, and I'm
weave.
picking pumpkin.
Mm. Sweatshirt or flannel?
Am I
going
going for
sweatshirt.
comfort or looks?
Sweatshirt.
If I'm going for looks, I'm going flannel. If I'm
I
going
don't
for
think I've
comfort, I'm
ever
going
worn a
sweatshirt.
flannel.
Flannel is
Oh, I wear
is a-
I wear Sean's flannels and I look goddamn hot in them.
it's a good grunge look.
Oh yeah, wear those with my black combat boots. See, if I'm going
It
for looks,
depends
it's
on-
flannel. Comfort, it's a sweatshirt.
Depends on how cold it is. If it's not that cold, I'll do flannel. If it's really cold,
Take it off, tight around your waist.
yeah, I'll be in a sweatshirt. Hayride or corn maze?
Neither.
I've never done a corn maze.
I've never done
Done-
either.
I've never done a corn maze. I've done a maze.
I feel
I
like
need to
would
do a corn maze.
I have done a haunted hayride, which was trash. If you're going to haunted hayride in LA, don't do it. It's trash.
I feel like a hayride would be just so boring. So I'd pick a maze.
I'll do
How
a
about a-
maze.
Haunted hayride through a corn maze.
No.
Haunted hayride that takes you to a corn
You lost me
maze.
at haunted.
Lost me there, Ghost Rider.
And then plus if I truly just get lost in the corn maze, I'm just gonna run one direction until I get out.
You can't run one direction; it turns.
No, I'm
Just
saying,
run through
one
all the
if you run
corn.
one direction, you're just going straight through corn.
yeah. if I can't get out and I'm over it,
Okay. If you're saying you don't want any of it to be haunted, if you had to pick one or the other, Brian, scary movie or haunted house?
oh, scary movie. A haunted house? No, don't even.
Are you punching
No.
somebody in there?
100%. I have no control of my body if someone's physically scaring me. No.
Y'all gotta come. If y'all are ever in Atlanta while Netherworld is open, we gotta go.
Nah, y'all gotta come down here. Excuse me.
If I ever went to one of those stupid horror night things, I
Don't
would
go to Horror
probably-
Night. Go to Knott's. And all the
Whatever.
TikTokers are saying, which
Either-
one should you go to? They're all saying go to Knott's, and I've been saying that
Either
for
one.
20
I'm
goddamn
not
years.
going to either, so I'm just saying. One of those scary things, I would be probably crying within the next.
That one's
first 10
hard for
minutes.
me because I would probably go scary movie with that one just because I'm biased when it comes to haunted houses.
Yeah.
I saw-
I worked them, so
There was a TikTok of this mom that brought her kid in like the before. She's like, "You're gonna be brave." And he's like, "I'm gonna be brave." And this is like a 14-year-old. He's like, "I'm gonna be brave." I mean, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, "You can do this. I can do this." Blah, blah, blah. He got like 30 feet into it and just like, "Mom, I want to go home. I really want to go."
Oh.
Brian, you just need to go with us because we're
Like,
just
that is
fearless in those
me.
situations, and we'll make you feel better.
You can hide behind us. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
I would. You get scared, I drop to the ground, like type that.
Oh,
I'll have
don't
to
do
drag
that.
you out of there.
Yeah. Okay.
Bonfire or football tailgate?
Oh.
Those are drastically.
Those are
different.
very different things.
Like one's
That's
in the
what's
day.
on the
and-
list. I would go bonfire because
Oh.
I don't care about football.
See, I don't care about football either, but I love a good tailgate.
Me too.
I just
But I
get
love a good
bored.
bonfire.
Why do you get bored? There's snacks, there's booze.
There's
But-
games.
Doesn't it all lead into a football game?
Eventually, but by the time you get to the football game, you're fucking hammered. So like whatever.
Yeah.
That's true.
With
If
a
you're
bonfire, like
tailgating
I
before,
love
you know-
bonfires, but like for me, bonfires are like it's downtime. It's
Yeah.
about time for like bed.
If
And
you're-
everyone's kind
For me,
of,
it's just like, what can I set on fire?
oh no, not me. For me,
Oh,
it's like
man,
for me,
clearly.
it's as all my friends know. For me, it's night time. Once it's like bonfire time, it's like I'm out skis.
Yeah, don't
like
put
it
a
is.
cob
It is
man
night
for
time.
Mollie.
No cardboard cutouts around me. They will go
No.
straight in the fire. What else is on here that we haven't done yet? This one's kind of dumb. Candy corn or corn on the cob?
Corn on the cob. Who likes
Candy
candy
corn is
corn? You savages.
Vile. I question people that like candy corn. Like
I
I'm like,
used to actually like candy corn as a kid because it's pure sugar.
It's like it tastes like it's a texture thing for me. It's like candle wax.
no, it's not even texture. It's got the weirdest taste.
It's like candle wax.
It's very. It tastes like very, very fake, dry, like melted sugar, and kind of waxy. Yeah. I think we've already done all the rest of these. This one's dumb. Peel apples or carve a pumpkin. Why would I peel apples?
Why would I want to work? versus
Peeling
eat
apples
something?
isn't fun. Carving a pumpkin is fun.
Yeah.
That's a dumb one. So I do if when you're done with those, I do have it's not
Yeah.
fall related, but I do have a new game.
That's enough of those because the rest of them are
I
kind of
only have
silly.
probably a couple more minutes before I have to go to hang out with the straights, but
How do you know they're all straight, Brian? Don't assume their sexuality.
because most of them are married
So was Elton John.
to women.
Yes, so was Elton John.
Oh well, these trust me, they are.
They can all say that
Because it's
they're
basically
straight.
like when I go up to bat, they're all like, "Look, the clear's batting." I'm like, "Oh,
Don't assume their sexualities, Brian.
trust me, I think we're good."
Did you
on
tell
that
them that's a hate crime?
Oh, anytime anything goes wrong, that's my immediate go-to.
So this is so while Brian is here, because I think he would actually enjoy this. This is not an old game for me, but I don't think we've played this game on Happy Hour before. It's called Moral Dilemma.
Ooh.
And it gives scenarios.
This would
Like,
not be good.
It goes like it gives like fictional scenarios, and you pick which one you would choose. So for, like very fictional. For example, you and your soulmate have finally found each other, but an outbreak of a deadly pandemic disease will wipe out the Earth's population in 4 hours. Do you stay and spend the remaining time together until you both die in a loving embrace? Or board the evacuation spaceship with your soulmate bound for another Earth-like planet, losing all your memories by being put into cryogenic stasis?
Well, is it like where you come back? Like once you come out of it, you get them back?
Nope, your memories are gone. No memories of them. Ooh, this one's a dark one next.
I would go into stasis. We just met, right?
Too. You and your soulmate have finally found each other. Didn't say when you met, but you are with your soulmate.
That one's tough because, like, if it were me and Alex, we've known each other forever at this point, and we've had like most of our lives together now. So I would probably stay with him. But if it was like I just met my soulmate, oh, here's my opportunity to get frozen and wake up for a whole other life at some point, I'm gonna do that.
Here's my thing: is if they are my soulmate, I will find them again eventually, I feel. Especially if we're on the same spaceship.
Yeah.
I feel like that means limited population on that spaceship. You're bound to find each other again. So I'm a go spaceship.
Well, at the rate I'm going, either one's fine. But I think I'll go Last of Us route.
Honest. It's made me laugh from William. Hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but the world is ending. So stasis me, baby.
That's pretty clever, William. Good for you.
That's pretty great. All right, here's a more spooky one. I do appreciate how this one has a green one, which means easy mode, and this one's yellow, which I guess means a little bit more difficult. Someone at the table is a spy. Do you torture the weakest one to try to get information, or cut off the fingers of the strongest one to set an example for the rest?
Wait, what?
But what if the strongest one is the spy?
Someone at the table is a spy. Do you torture the weakest one to try to get information, or cut off the fingers of the strongest one to set an example for the rest?
Well, I feel like you're jumping the gun pretty quickly if you're cutting off fingers. So I'll go torture.
I'm going torture the weakest, because that'll get you because the strongest one will still probably hold out even after getting fingers cut off.
I mean, because like you can torture me by just tickling me, so it's like I'll go that route.
I think once you start cutting people's fingers off, no one is going to trust you.
Yeah, same.
You can still hold a certain amount of trust with people depending on the torture.
Yeah.
Not that I'm an expert. I'm going to go get a drink refill. Okay. I'll be right back.
This is so funny.
I think I didn't leave, otherwise you'd be by yourself.
That's fine.
No.
I'm a theater kid. I can entertain the masses. Do you want me to rehearse Shakespeare or
no?
Like, do a monologue?
You've got 2 minutes, so make what you do.
Oh, you're giving me a time limit?
Oh,
Here, Brian, I'm giving this one to you specifically because I think it's funny.
Okay.
Your buddy is studying to become a lawyer and is very drunk. He then decides that it is a good idea to whip out the peen. You have it all recorded on video. Do you hold on to the video for leverage in the event that he becomes a judge in the future? Or do you delete the video because you're just that classy?
I'm just going to save it for me and watch it all the time.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to use it against him, but I'm going to save it for me. Like, why wouldn't I? Why would I delete it? I'll just be like, yeah, I deleted it. You were just so weird. And then it's just like, I'm going to watch this one.
Oh, this one's actually kind of a thinker, maybe. I'll ask you again.
Okay.
Your mother has recently remarried. Unfortunately, your new stepfather is 1 year younger than you are. Your mother would really like it if you would call Randall Dad from time to time. Do you absolutely refuse, or call him Dad once in front of your mother to appease her?
I'd kill him.
See, I'd commit first-degree murder.
Yeah. No.
I'd
that's
commit
not
premeditated
happening.
murder.
Well, first off, my mom and I are almost to the day exactly 30 years apart. We're 29 years and 361 days apart.
Brian is correct.
There's no chance in hell I'm calling someone else dad. I don't even call my dad. So
I don't even call my current stepdad Dad.
I don't talk to my dad. So
And I
chances
love
are,
my current stepdad, but I don't even call him Dad.
yeah, no, that's not happening.
But do you call him daddy?
But do you call him Daddy?
Okay, that is 100%.
hot?
But is he hot?
Is he hot though?
If he's hot, then maybe. then we're stepping into step bro, step sis territory that. Yeah, no. Okay, do one more because now you have me.
All right. All right. Speaking of murder documentaries, you are on the jury of a murder trial. A war hero was defending his wife from being assaulted by 3 drunk men. He punched one of them a single time in the face, and the man died from a subarachnoid hemorrhage. I don't know what that word means, but he died from a hemorrhage. He's dead. The prosecution argues that because the man is so highly trained, his fists should be considered deadly weapons, and he should go to jail for murder. Do you convict and send this war hero to jail, or let him go free with no consequences?
Free.
Go free.
Go free.
If we're going to assume that his hands are weapons, who made them that way? The government.
Yeah.
Take it up with
Also,
them.
he was defending his wife. That sounds like a defense. That sounds like a defense to me. So,
yeah, I mean,
your wife is being assaulted. I'm not going to be like, no, stop it.
it would be hard to prove that with one punch he was planning on killing that guy. It just happened.
all right, one more for Brian
Okay,
at least, because
one more.
before he
God, I
because
don't
this
wanna do
one's a thinker. All right, this is a very moral dilemma.
Okay.
Mm.
A man passes a lake where a young boy is drowning. The boy cries out for the man's help. The man decides not to save the boy because the water is cold and he is wearing his expensive new shirt that can only be washed in hot water. As the local police sheriff, do you arrest the man or let the man go free?
Arrested.
For what? What did
You
he do that
can't
was
really
illegal?
arrest him. You
What
can
did he do
just
that was illegal.
you can
How
just
do we know he didn't throw the kid into the
He
water?
didn't. He passes a lake where a young boy is drowning.
you can't be arrested for
He threw
just
it.
inaction.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
he
think-
probably has horrible fashion sense, so I'm going to arrest him for fashion.
You can just I mean you could try to do a citizen's arrest for him being a shitty person, but I doubt that would work.
But like that's my thing is like what did he do though? It's like shitty. Like that's very shitty to do. But,
see-
like what did he do that was illegal?
I understood. You had me at, but the water was cold. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
But he
Then
doesn't
you
like
threw-
cold water.
You're like, I get it.
But then you threw the clothes, and
You're
I was
like, I wouldn't save his
now-
ass either.
Now you're just being a dick. Like, I understand the like. I mean, I take like 30 minutes to get into a pool that's not like 90 degrees or higher. So like, I get it.
That one's tough because yeah, it's like you can't
Yes,
arrest
like,
him.
fashion
Would you
police
call it
probably
a
does.
moral dilemma?
No, I call it stupid.
As the officer of the law, it's not really a moral dilemma because he literally can't arrest him for
Yeah.
not taking action.
Yeah, there's nothing illegal there.
I would have a moral dilemma with like not beating that guy up for being a jerk.
I would immediately just push him into the water.
Push him in anyways. How does it feel?
Yeah. All right, friends. Well, I'll
Have
send you
fun with your
pictures.
baseballs.
Yeah.
I did
Oh.
find a red
Oh,
card.
I thought I
Ooh.
was about to say something naughty. Do you guys know how to post the outro and the end button?
Oh, good question. Let's see. Banners,
This
brand.
one's so funny.
I don't know.
That's a really funny one.
So you click brand, and then you hit happy hour outro, and then you hit end stream when you're ready to.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
I think we
trusting
can
you,
handle that.
Molly.
I got it.
May the force be with you guys.
Have fun with the straights. Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget the beer.
I know, and that's why I was like, oh, I need to be there at 8:30. Let me go get the beer now.
Have
I gotta
fun.
dress up in my fancy uniform and my new shoes.
New
And
boots.
Look at my new boots.
New boots.
Bye.
Scootin'.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna eat my alcohol-soaked apples from this drink.
I know. I got one in here, and I'm like, maybe I'll just save it until
Very tasty.
the end because now it's just completely soaked in bourbon.
So
This
I don't
is
know
like
why. I don't know why this is a
mostly
red
bourbon.
card. I don't know why this is a red card, but it's fucking hilarious. It's so goddamn funny. Okay. Let me finish chewing my apple. All right. Also, Team Ukraine, by the way, before I read this card. You find yourself admiring a shirtless Vladimir Putin as he rides around on Russian tanks. Do you now consider yourself a communist? Or B, write letters to your local politician to ask why he doesn't ride around shirtless on a tank. Democracy needs a new tough image.
I'm killing myself if I'm doing that.
I'm just
Goodbye,
killing
everyone.
myself.
Goodbye. Don't. I will not be caught dead checking out Putin in any
I'm
form
just
of
offing
fashion.
myself.
That
Oh my god.
one's a red card because our phones are going to listen to us talking about it, and
Yeah, they're like
the government's going to start tapping our phones.
They're like, oh god, no, how dare?
What'd they say about Putin? Huh? What?
What was it? What the Red Scare, whatever the fuck it was called back in the day, like where they were going after all those Hollywood people. They're gonna come after us now. Sorry, we don't support them. Team Ukraine.
Gio, what's your Buffy question?
Give us questions. Give us.
I like these moral dilemma questions, though.
I will keep reading them.
They're fun.
I know I've had this. I've had this for a minute. You are speaking of. We're circling back to an earlier question in the conversation. You are the operator of an industrial-sized pickle plant.
Yes, finally.
my life's dream has been fulfilled.
End it there.
Do you take out one pickle from every jar, saving you $500,000 per year? That's a lot of goddamn pickles. Or maintain the current number of pickles in each jar as not to break the pickler's oath. There's a pickler's oath. That's precious.
I can't break any oath to risk me losing that job because that is a dream job.
Working at a pickle plant. Oh my god. I need to know more about why this is a dream job.
I've always liked pickles. Like they have such a satisfying, like tangy taste and crunch. It's always been like one of my favorite snacks. So if I was ever in charge of a pickle plant, I feel like it would be my duty to not do anything wrong to jeopardize that.
Yes. All right.
Gio wants to know why all the vampires all of a sudden know karate. Is there a headcanon for me? I was confused by it, but still loving the series. Well, it's not all vampires. Every so often, you'll come across a Buffy vampire who is kind of a nerd and can't fight, which is always a good time. But yeah, most of them seem to know how to fight pretty well. And I just assume it's like a Matrix thing where it's once they are awakened as their new vampire selves, they're super strong. And somehow they downloaded a little karate.
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 Oh. All right. Round one. Here we go. You are on a crowded bus. You've had a long day. You'd like to sit down. An old lady gets on the bus. There is one free seat near the front. She either doesn't notice that there is an empty seat or doesn't want to sit down. How should you know? You can't read minds. Do you sit down in the empty seat, Or ask the old lady whether she would like to sit down first.
Aw.
I'm gonna offer it to the old lady. I'm a sucker for old ladies.
Yeah. I was gonna say, because like, if that were my mother, I would insist that she sit down.
Me
So
too.
that's possibly someone's mother, and I
Mhm.
would feel a little guilty if I just sat down without offering it up to her.
Same. I would ask the old lady, be like, "Hey, there's a seat there."
Or answer number C, you sit down and you say, "Come here. Got a nice warm lap for you."
This one. Why are these red ones so dumb and stupid and hilarious? Okay. It's so great. Okay. Maybe it's green where it's like an actual moral dilemma, and the red is like, these are ridiculous.
The red is like, wait till you've had a few drinks for
Yeah.
these.
Okay. Oh, this is really funny. You are throwing the final punch in an extended bar fight. The guy ducks at the last possible second, and you end up accidentally punching an ugly baby. Please note that it's an ugly baby. Do you ask why someone brought an ugly baby to a bar? This is not your fault. Or B, apologize. This is your fault.
I'm leaning towards the first one, the first option, just because if this is an extended bar fight and the
Should be
baby,
gone.
the baby's still there, that is on the parent for not taking the baby out once the fight started.
I like how they put just not a baby, it's an ugly baby.
I would bring that up to the parent, like, why didn't you take the
Why are
baby
you
out when
still
this
here?
fight started 30 minutes ago if this is an extended fight? And then if they tried to argue with me, I'd be like, well, he's ugly, so I don't know what to tell you.
Well, he's ugly. Well, your genes suck because you had an ugly baby. I just like how it said ugly.
Oh, most babies are ugly, right?
No, I've seen some. There are definitely like, this is not a cute baby, but there are cute babies.
There are cute babies, and then there are babies that only their mothers can love.
Speaking of children, you've suddenly developed the ability to read minds, and now know a deadly virus is about to be released into the daycare you work at. Do you? You're like, why am I at a fucking daycare?
Why am I working at daycare?
I've worked at a daycare. So, do you stay to help evacuate your cute, tiny little babies? You will inhale the virus and die. Or B, flee and leave the kids to their fate. Your cowardly escape will be caught on the news.
Oh no. I'm putting a bag over my head and I'm getting out of there.
Oh no! Can I just I feel like in that situation I would get one of those like adrenaline rushes and like be able to pick up like 9 babies at a time. Can I just like run out with the babies? Like,
But you'll still have the virus, right?
not if we all escape. I feel like it's like a breathing thing. Maybe it's like a gas.
Oof. I'd get out. I mean, there's a lot of people still out and about in the world that have done terrible things that have had to like change their lives accordingly. So I just have to do that.
Andy, if I could read minds, I wouldn't be working at a daycare.
That would be interesting though to read little kids' minds.
I
though,
wish
just
I
be
could
like,
read little kids' minds. So you know what the fuck
what's
they
going
want?
on in there? They're just like crayons.
They're just like, I
that's all
want
you
more
hear.
apple juice. Ah. Oh my god, hold on. Oh god. Okay. All right. Okay. You wake up at night needing to empty your bladder. Upon opening the bathroom door, you are confronted with your father-in-law nude as he returns to bed. Do you stop to have a short chat, or Slap him on the ass to hurry him up as he steps warily out. You get 2 options. Talk with him or slap his ass as he walks away.
What? I mean, out of those 2, I guess I'm stopping for a chat.
Scotty Holiday, once again, is he hot?
Is he hot?
Is he hot, though?
Yeah, no, I'd play dumb and be like, oh, I don't have my contacts in. How you doing?
I would probably do the same. I'd be like, I'm not seeing anything below your collarbone right now. Hi, hello. Happy 2 a.m. How you doing?
Or I'd make it really weird and be like, are you guys having sex in my house?
I'd make it real weird. Do you always sleep in the nude? Are you?
Can you
always
explain
like
yourself? Are you trying to? Is this like an episode of Punked?
What is this? What's happening? All right, here's a real thought because you have a dog.
I do.
Moral dilemma. Your dog saved you from perishing in a fire last year.
Oh, he would never, but go on.
Now he has a broken back. Treatment costs $10,000. Do you pay for the vet bills or put the dog down humanely?
Pay for the vet bills.
'Cause that's your baby.
That's my baby.
That's your baby boy.
I'm not having any real babies. I have fur babies.
That's your baby.
Real babies are way more expensive than 10 grand.
Yes, they are. That's a semester of college.
Actually, 10 grand is not that much for a vet bill. I've heard of much worse than that.
That's why you get pet insurance, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get pet insurance.
Oh, I did think about this, but I wasn't going to say it. But Sean Room said,
Crowdfund that shit. Damn right. Damn right you would.
We'd have a GoFundMe.
Ooh. All right. I can see how this is a red one. It's a little risque, but also a little bit of a thinker. Your ex posted nude photos of you online. You knew these photos were a bad idea. To get the website to remove the photos, you must first take additional nude photos of yourself and then send them to the Copyright Office. This way, the photos can be verified and legal action can be taken. Seriously, this is the only way. Do you take and mail the photos or ignore the problem? Internet photos tend to go away after a while.
Dang. I'm ignoring it. That once they're out there, they're out there. You can't do anything about it.
Nope.
Although, well, I don't know if I look better now than I did then.
Love that for you. Love that for you, though.
I'm in a little bit better shape now, so maybe I retake them. Who knows?
I'm not. I'm just gonna keep drinking my sugar drink.
Well, I'm in better shape, but you can't see it. I just like feel better.
Hey, that's all that matters at the end of the day, as long as you feel better. All right, let's do this one. In a fit of road rage, you throw a fistful of change at a car on the freeway. This car has now followed you off your exit, and you are now both awkwardly stuck in gridlock next to each other. They open their door and are approaching your car. Do you apologize for your actions and beg for mercy, or act crazy psycho in hopes of scaring them off?
Oh, no. In the South, where a lot of people have guns.
Guns are legal to carry.
I'm apologizing hard.
Like, fuck, I'm sorry. No,
I'm like, oh, was that change in my hand? I thought it was popcorn. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought it was trash that I was throwing out of my window. I was littering and I didn't mean to hit your
If it's a man, I'm like, I'm sorry, my tiny woman brain made me do it and I didn't know any better.
Brain. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. My tiny woman brain.
Andy knows what I'm talking about. Speaking of Andy, there are several Parks and Rec jokes in the Q&A on Star Wars Explained tomorrow. I had a lot of fun with that one.
You're making me. Do I want to live in the South if people are like going to be threatening me with guns on the road? Like, do I want to move?
No, I've never seen that happen, but I'm just saying, if I had to choose, I don't want to risk acting crazy and yelling at the wrong person who might have a gun.
I mean, that's anywhere, to be fair.
Yeah, true. I mean, I know it wasn't an option, but I would like just try my best to get out of that lane. I would like run over another car to get away from whoever was coming after me.
You're like, nah. You're like, nah, dog. Don't want any of that. Oh my God.
I'm not really a road rage person.
No, me neither. I like rarely. I think I've used my horn like 3 times in my entire driving life, which has been like 15 years.
Yeah.
I'm just like, because I know the instant I do something, it's going to be like the wrong person. And then I'm going to get shot.
I agree with Kevin. I might just like get out of the car and run.
Like, bye. This isn't my vehicle anymore.
I'd probably do that actually before apologizing.
Just run. I wasn't the driver. I'm not here. Who's out?
Oh my God, the driver just got out and ran off. Who was that?
Oh my God. That
Oh my
definitely
God.
wasn't me. Sorry.
That's
It's
wild.
very warm in here. Let me bust out my really large ass fan real quick.
Yee.
Ugh. I don't
Did
get
we
air
have
conditioning
any
in this room. We do. We got 2. I was about to
questions?
read them.
I couldn't find them.
They're on the Discord and
Oh, the
happy hour
Patreon.
chat.
Okay.
I've got them.
I see.
We only have 2, you slackers. We have had so many new patrons this month. I mean, Alex, I hear you. God,
He's back there yelling.
is he playing with like Zach and?
I'm sure. Yeah, that's only going to get louder and louder the later it gets. So.
Trust. I'm well aware. Trust. I live with this one over here. If Sean wasn't playing D&D, he would also be screaming in the next room, I'm sure. The first one's from Curtis Clam Sauce. What would be a better pet, a howler or a toady turtle guy?
Oh,
I love the howler. I can ride him. He can
yeah,
take me
because like,
places.
I mean,
I could save so much money on our $6 a gallon gas because I could just take him everywhere.
the little Nody guy, he wouldn't be a pet. He's a very sentient being. That would be
he'd
like
be like a little buddy.
a roommate.
He'd be like a little friend. Blake,
Yeah,
if you got a question, just ask it in the chat if you feel.
I'm going howler because it was basically an adorable dog. The way it was like panting and wagging its tail, and it was very cute.
It's so cute. And he was like, am I a good boy? Did I do good? No,
He was like
don't be mad at me.
a little cowardly, but I mean that's to be expected.
We love him. He's just a little baby. He's just a baby.
baby.
I'm just a baby. And then from Harrison, dodgeball or kickball?
Ooh.
I'm going
I've
dodgeball.
always been more of a kickball person just because I was good at sprinting.
Okay.
But I haven't played dodgeball in ages. I didn't play that one very much growing up. I played a lot of kickball though.
Dive and dodge.
As an adult though,
As an adult, probably kickball. It's a little less because like you gotta dodge and you gotta like throw. Like I mean, I guess you gotta throw for dodge. Can I just kick if I'm in dodgeball? Do I gotta catch things? Can I just kick it?
I was gonna say, as an adult, I might go dodgeball because you have to move a little bit less than if you have to like run around all the bases. For
but you gotta like dodge and you gotta try and catch it too if you're getting thrown at.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's tough.
Ooh, there's. All right, here's Blake's last minute patron question. If you put one Schmodown competitor on Love is Blind, who would you pick? Ben Bateman. Ben Bateman.
Video Drew.
No, she's with Nerd Chronic.
Oh, well,
She's in a relationship. Can't do that.
I just meant like more her character would be
Oh.
funny to be
Okay.
on a show like
The
that.
character would be funny.
Uh,
It would be funny. I'm still
hmm.
going Ben Bateman.
Mark Ellis.
Mark Ellis is like, but like I think Mark like enjoys being like single and living his best life.
Yeah. I don't think I would want to put him through that mess.
That
but,
bullshit, no.
but if there was a chance that he met like the love of his life there,
True.
sight unseen, then
True.
maybe.
True. Very true. I think
A
it's
lot
less-
of a lot of the contestants are in relationships now. I think Parker is.
Parker is. She's very cute. I see their pictures on Instagram all the time. Not a whole lot of single folks on the Schmodown these days. How dare they? How dare we take away our fun of putting them on Love is Blind? How fucking dare.
I wonder what would be harder, Schmodown or Love is Blind.
Oh, Love is Blind.
That's like the rest of your life that you're
Yeah, that's the rest of your
Meddling
life and
with.
like real human emotions and
Mm.
dealing with actual real life bullshit and not just like fake this means nothing bullshit.
Now I just really want to watch all the new episodes.
Well, let's get to it. Let's go watch the new episode.
Let's go watch them.
Let's go watch them. Let's go do it. Let me go fill my glass and Alex can play his little game and we'll go watch them. No, because you need to watch him with Alex. I don't want to steal that away from him.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
He might leave them and join us. Who knows?
Oh, well. On that note, do you want to end it there? Then we can go.
Yeah, this has been Happy Hour. I hope you all had a good time. We'll try to get some guests on for next month because then it'll be like officially spooky season, and we'll be in the thick of it. We'll do costumes. We'll make a whole big thing. But yeah, this was just like a little warm up.
It's
for
been a
spooky
minute since we
season.
did a happy hour, so we were like, we need to like reaccustom ourselves back to being here.
Yeah.
Like we're back. Hello.
Honestly, though, I did not make these strong enough. That was
No, these are
where I
pretty,
went wrong.
Oh, to be fair, though, we literally made a batch about this big, so I'm good for the next like 12 days when it comes to this cocktail. So,
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out in the chat. Come back and hang out with us on Monday night for our normal regular show that happens every Monday. And I assume Brian's going to be doing a spooky stream at some point next week. But
are you gonna be doing spooky streams?
I would love to do spooky streams, but I'm not committing to anything until after Ahsoka's over.
So next week.
So after next week.
So one more week.
I'll
So,
take
like,
a
So like 4 days.
I'll take a few days off after
Okay.
Ahsoka's over, and then I might do some spooky
Okay.
streams.
All right.
But-
All right.
That's it for us, folks. Thanks for joining.
Let's see if Molly knows how to hit the button. Let's go. Let's see what happens.